angry, Aussie, 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 angry, 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 Aussie, 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 angry, 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 angry.
Oh God, I'm clicking the wrong buttons on my computer. I'm here. Possibly no one else is yet because it's early days. But that's all good. I feel like that light's making my forehead extra shiny. Shiny enough on its own without the additional help. I don't have my background lights on. I feel naked. Apologies to anyone for whom I just put the idea of me naked into your heads, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Luke, I know. No, that's Luke. Okay, you must know. I look up websites that say today's day is, and it's potato salad day or whatever. It's someone has literally decided today is pets with thumbs days, and so I just said, okay, this is probably the stupidest one I've seen. So just throwing it out there. It's stupid. Improved vermouth cocktail. Okay. Twist of citrus on this one. Okay. I'm going to get myself a citrus peel. I'm going to get that ready. Noise. Okay. Noise citrus peel. Okay. So I'm going to make a cocktail because it's the thing I do. Also, while I'm waiting for people to arrive. Feeling a bit of time. I'm going to make an improved vermouth cocktail. So it involves getting lights over here. Oh, been an animal. I'm going fine, Luke. How are things with you? All right, so I want this. Put that over there. Okay. Well, let's get this shit together. Okay. That there. What have I done here? Straws to the left and jokers to the right. Here and stuck in the middle. It's still a little bit sticky here. I thought I'd cleaned it up with mopping. Okay, so what do I want for this? I want a couple of Amari. Marty. Okay. Improved vermouth cocktail. Orange liqueur. That's what I want. Look at my orange liqueur. And 2 Amari. And I want to, oh gosh. Sticky floor is really going to annoy me, I think. Going to want to bring chocolate bitters. Okay. I'm gonna have to put. Oh god, now my hand's sticky. How did my hand get sticky? Fuck's sake. Wait, did I not bring my cameras in here? Holy shit. You know what? Good. Glad you're good, Luke, by the way. Why are there 2 of those there? Oh god. You know what? I'm gonna put the chickens in charge. I need to go out and do a couple of things. Right. There we go. Chicken's in charge. And I'll put a banner on that says the chicken's in charge. I think it won't take long. Now I've got to go out and do a couple of things. I'm going to put some elevator music on while I do it, actually. Feeding the ducks. Back with a mop, hoping to make the floor flip. Yes. This scoot away. Hey Justin, I got a few things, setup things I have to do. The floor is stickier than I thought. I'm hoping to make it less sticky. The scintillating live stream, man mopping floor. All right, I'll just put the mop back and then I'll be back. Yeah. Right. I'll turn the elevator music on because it's a bit lewd. I don't know. I'll leave the chickens in charge for a while. Gotta get this set up now. We came here without my cameras. Just pretty darn stupid. And I've got the yawns. That's a bad sign. Ugh, not tired as such. I yawn once, then I just keep yawning. Okay, let's set this camera right up. Okie dokie. Artichokey. Now, just thinking something to make that go over there. Surely we'd have to do that. I wonder if that's right. We'll see, I guess. Okay. Put that on. Probably got to be about there. Now, I'll just get everything ready. Okay, 7.5 minutes. Okay. Worm it. Yep, okay, 7.5 mils of everything. Okay, that's done. Get these lids off in anticipation. Almost out of Amaro Montenegro. Have to go and get some. I use a lot of it. Still yawning. Oh my god. Such a thing. Okay, and I think we'll put this in a Nick and Nora. Oh, you know, I haven't used this one for a little while, and it's very stylish. Just to mix things up, because I'm a crazy mixed up guy. Oops. Dropping ice on the floor. Okay, the stage is set. Can we all continue our anticipation? Okay, turn this on. Make sure it's framed up nicely. That's probably too high. There we go. It's probably better. All right. Ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Yeah. Ruth. And a few drops of bitters. Okay, part of the first. Dunzo. Look. Now, stick ready. Put that back on. Ugh. Oh, you'll get behind the scenes here. Don't put those disgusting burps on my cocktail channel. I'm a man of refinement and class on there. Don't tell anyone. It's all a facade. Okay. Let's stir this. You know, that's tasting pretty good. I have high hopes for this one. Oh no, that's a shit house wash line. Sorry, that will not do. Look at me, being a prissy perfectionist. But that just looks shit. What's it look like in my Nick and Nora? Am I just going to dirty a bunch of glasses now? How I want it to look. I think the coupette will be too small. We will see. That is also a shit wash line. Feels like you're getting ripped off if that's all you get in a glass. Good Lord, I'm being fussy tonight. Pipette. Take 3. There you go. I just like that that one looks full. It's purely. Oh wait, I'll do the orange peel. Okay. After all that fussing about, I'm done. Put that down. Do a publicity photo. Where's my phone? There we go. Okay. Und now, we do the talkie bit. Move this white around. Doing that. And this. Let's frame that. Oop, that looks about right to me. All right. Ready? G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a lighter than average ABV cocktail. There are no spirits in this, but there are some very nice flavors that I was looking forward to getting a taste of. It's called the Improved Vermouth Cocktail. There are a few cocktails going around that are the improved version of something else. Probably the most famous is the Improved Whiskey Cocktail. This is my first time trying this. I'm going to give it a taste. Oh, it does not disappoint. This might be lighter on alcohol, but it is really good on taste. I'll run you through some of the ingredients. Unsurprisingly, for something called the Improved Vermouth Cocktail, this is primarily vermouth. And I'm using this sweet vermouth from South Australia, Unico Yuzo's sweet vermouth. So, unsurprisingly, for a cocktail called the Improved Vermouth Cocktail, this is mostly vermouth, sweet vermouth, in fact. I'm using this sweet vermouth from the Unico distillery. Threw myself off. Now there's something. Is it a plane flying over? Yes, it is. Is it going to get loud? No idea if my microphone can pick that up. Oh, I'm going to go again. It's definitely getting louder. Unsurprisingly, for a cocktail called the Improved Vermouth Cocktail, this is primarily vermouth, sweet vermouth, in fact. I'm using this sweet vermouth from South Australia, the Unico Zello winery. They call this their yuzu vermouth. It does not really taste like citrus, although apparently there is some of that in there. Some people, when they see it because it's such dark red and it says yuzu, they think it's a liqueur. It isn't. It's a sweet vermouth and a very good one. The cocktail also calls for an orange liqueur. I'm going to use my homemade blood orange liqueur. If I remember, I'll put a link to this at the end of the stream. This is actually very tasty and not that difficult to make. The recipe also calls for 2 different amaris. See, my limited knowledge of Italian, I would think the plural of amaro would be amari, but I'm not sure. Any Italian speakers fill me in. It might just be amaro. It might be 1 amaro, 2 amaro. It's not going to be amaros. That would not be Italian. Well, I'm going to go with amari and be prepared to be corrected. The original recipe said to use Averna and Braulio. I don't have Braulio, so I'm going to go with Averna and Montenegro as the 2 in this one. Final touch will just be a few drops of chocolate bitters. These flavors, as the final touch will be a few drops of chocolate bitters. These flavors all go together really well. This would be a nice after dinner drink, a digestive. That's how I see this. But this is tasty, low alcohol, easy to make. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of sweet vermouth. After that, a quarter of an ounce, around 7.5 mils of orange liqueur. Then a quarter of an ounce or 7.5 mils of Averna Amaro. Then I'm adding 7.5 mils, quarter of an ounce of Amaro Montenegro. And finally, about 4 drops of chocolate bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 10 to 15 seconds. Doesn't need as much dilution because there's no spirits in here. And then strain that into a chilled glass. All in all, it's very tasty, and you can feel a bit classier drinking. It's like, well, I'm not getting absolutely smashed on this, but I'm enjoying the taste. This is actually really enjoyable. So if you want something a bit lighter, this would be a great one to try. The improved vermouth cocktail, give it a go, and I hope to see you again soon. Until such time as I do, I will say cheers. I got a bit garbled there. That's okay, that happens. I'm going to set Dune ladder. God, so much shit going on here. Let me get sorted. Okay, so, switch a couple things off. That. Okay. Okay, fine. Going to retire the chickens who are no longer in charge. Oh, I forgot I had that. Neat. All right. Little drops in each of these glasses. I go, Rays, how are you this evening, my man? Oh, God, I forgot I did change the angle of the camera. Oh, nice. Strictly Sega, busy wrapping some orders. Good to see you. How's that? Is that right? That's as right as I'm going to get. Quite honestly. And I can switch the still fighting jet lag. It's a long goddamn flight. I have to admit, I don't usually have a problem with jet lag. So yeah, what I normally do, and this is not rocket surgery, it's not my original idea. Wherever I land somewhere, fight really hard to stay awake until it's nighttime where I am and then go to bed. Like, don't have any naps. Or if you arrive and it's really late, go to bed anyway, even if you don't necessarily feel tired. Yes, layovers friggin' suck. Layovers will mess you out about heaps. Yeah, no one's doing the stick your dick in a popcorn container anymore. I see people talking about online like no one has it anymore. It's like because they found out that people thought it was a sex toy and that was bad PR. Your cousin separated. Oh, there you go. That happens. Yep. Gonna be a bit more circumspect about what I stick my dick in. Oh man, that is actually good. I'll put my little skewer. Let's stick a cherry in it to get a bit of flavor on the cherry. Oh god, you've come back into, is it hot in WA again? Yeah. Feels like places have been getting heat waves. This summer's gonna hang on. We're supposed to get some more hot days in Melbourne this week. Nothing compared to what's been happening in WA. You know, hitting 30s, which is pretty much as warm as it gets in March. Here we go. We're talking about the weather. Ooh, try and get sleeping pills. I worry about sleeping pills. I think they can fuck you up. But whatever works, you know. Okay, so it's going to go weather because it's so exciting. We're talking about the weather. Is it still 16 here? What are we going? 22, 32, 30, 25, 30, 38. Fuck me, that's actually a hot week. Okay, I bet they revise it, but they're currently saying it'll be 38 next Saturday. God damn. Wow, that is a hot week for March. So it says something random happened when we were in Charlotte. What would Nick Felsie do? Trump landed in Charlotte, had a convoy drive past us, taking him there. I mean, pressed ham. Were you outside or inside? Drop true. Now, you actually don't want to do anything confrontational with a presidential candidate in the US because you get the Secret Service fucking you up. You just want to be very respectful. God, it reminds me years ago, and I mean decades ago, last time Queen Elizabeth visited Australia, a friend of mine was, and so it was like, I think it was on Anzac Parade, and it was like heading the road where people go to the airport, and they were just walking along the footpath. Lights changed, and these cars, and it's, you know, big black cars stop at the light, and the windows weren't actually tinted, and they just happened to look in, and the Queen was in the back seat of the car. They would go, "Who's in the stretch limo?" And they went, "Oh, it's the Queen," and they just kind of made eye contact, and the Queen went, "Hello." I thought that was pretty funny. I bet it was probably a pretty impressive convoy, actually. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. But shit, I mean, you know, West Coast to East Coast US is like West Coast to East Coast Australia. In and of itself, it's a friggin' journey. It's all down to where they get connected. Yeah, I mean, the times I've gone there, I've been going to California, Los Angeles specifically, or San Francisco one time. So that's all good in the hood. Oh, wait, I have to decide. I'm going to make another cocktail. That's the improved vermouth cocktail. Which I fucking rank. That's an 8 out of 10. That's quite nice. So you had a layover in New York and then to Charlotte. Okay. Nice. So it's more work hard, earn money. You're a hard working man, is all I will say. And I hope that doesn't sound sarcastic because it's not intended to be. Like, you work damn hard. Get a goal and fucking work to it, man. So I was just thinking, oh god, funny photos of Trump fans. Someone reckons Trump supporters attack Republicans who aren't Trump supporters. Uh, At the Missouri Republican caucus, this guy's claiming they asked Nikki Haley supporters to line up in the middle, and they were booed and screamed at by Trump supporters. That's just such a shit non-story. Someone reckons something happened. Everyone knows I'm gonna shit all over Trump. Yeah, do the Jimmy Barnes. There's your theme song. I'm fascinated you're saying only about 6 hours. 6 hours is a long time. It depends how the planes fly, too, I think, says the person who has no idea about what route international flights take. I'm literally just making shit up. Someone trying to immigrate to the States next year. Yes. Stressful times. No two ways about it. Just don't say anything about it at immigration. Oof. All right, so improved development cocktail goes there. Oh, is that right? The Belladonna Daiquiri sounds really nice. I'm going to make that. Dark rum, amaretto, lemon juice, sugar syrup. That actually sounds really fucking yum. And all right, I've chilled this glass once. Why chill it again? I'm going to chill it again. Yep, I'm going to make a Belladonna Daiquiri. It wasn't a Trump rally. It was just the presidential caucus. It's just that 75% of the people there are Trump supporters. Okay. Just realized I didn't charge my phone, and I'm going to regret that tomorrow. And I do not have a phone charger in here. Oh, well. Say la... What's it on? 27. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to regret that tomorrow. Oh, I can charge it at my desk at work. It's all good in the hood. Right. Sorry. Improved vermouth cocktail. I am going to make a Belladonna Daiquiri. No, I'm just going to do the Nick and Nora glass. It's one of my favorite glasses. Justin, doesn't mean they won't give you a hard time, because I've heard nightmare stories. All right. Sorry, what are you doing? There's things getting a bit intimate, Rays. It's hot. Okay. I get it. All right. Wait, I'm just going to look at this. What's the garnish for Bella Donna Daiquiri? No garnish? Sugar rim. All right, I'm not doing a sugar ring. Fuck that. Yes. I think that's going to be the way to maintain sanity, Rays. Just keep to yourself. It's people generally can get worked up. All right, let's freaking do this. This will only be a short, so theoretically it isn't going to take me that long to do. Unless I fuck things up, which, happens. Hopefully nothing as dramatic as when I knocked over the liqueur the other day. That annoyed me. Put that there. Once for that for there. And the floor's still sticky. I'm going to have to mop it again another time. Okay. bit more ice in here to chill the glass. Happy birthday to the ground. Points to anyone who got that reference. Happy birthday to the ground. Just the nonsensical stuff that comes out of my mouth. Okay. Die Amari back. Und get the amaretto. Ah, that's maraschino, not amaretto. Get shit together, son. Amaretto. Naked. Yeah, go over there. Go over there. I will put this over here for new. Hey, honey, how you going? Love those up. Okay, a dark rum. Which of my rum is dark? You know what? Plantation dark, I think. Yep, okay. They call it dark. Let's go plantation dark. Lemon juice. And sugar syrup. Okay. Let's get this party started. Right? Okay. Okay. Naked amaretto. Let's do this. 45 mils of rum. Okay. Everything is set up. And hello, Safa, by the way. Just going to do this, and then I'll be sitting down and start the video. Just realized that might have said, oh yeah, turn this light on. And that'll make sense. There we go. Okay. Turning this on. Whatever. Okay. Do that. Okay, in goes the rum. In goes the amaretto. Ooh, that's interesting. Some sediment in there. Lemon juice. And about 5 mils of sugar. Freaking yum, man. And that's that. Okay. There's the one done. One and done. I realize a bit of in my amaretto. You mix up your natural ingredients. Okay. Attention. Amaretto. Let's go with the ice. Ice, baby. Make sure that glass is in the right spot. Right. Let's rock and or roll. I just realized something. Anyway, it's all good. right. That's that done. Retire the GoPro for the evening. Moving this mate over here. Turn that on. Realised I got confused a little bit ago about what I was doing. All right, let's do this. All right. Doing so here. All right. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a daiquiri. Oh, fucking hell. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a daiquiri riff called the Bella Donna Daiquiri. Now, I love daiquiris, one of my favorites, so I wanted to try this variation. I'll give it a quick taste test. Ooh, oh yeah, I love how this comes together and a really interesting riff. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put an ounce and a half or 45 mils of dark rum. Add to that an ounce and a half or 45 mils of amaretto. Then half an ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice, and then just around a bar spoon or 5 mils of sugar syrup. Add ice to the glass and shake that for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain it into a chilled cocktail glass. I'm loving how this has come together. It's like a daiquiri with richer flavors. I recommend you give it a go. The Belladonna Daiquiri. Cheers. All right, that's it for making cocktails. The floor's still sticky over there. I'm annoyed as hell. Okay, get my shit together now. I mean, you know, for relative values of getting shit together. Move some stuff. Oops. Should have turned these two off. Okay. Put this out of the way. Oh, goodness me. Hello, Hannah. Short stay, long day. Oh, speaking of people who work hard, you work hard. So thank you for dropping in to say hello, but I don't hold it against you. If you're anything. Oh, God, that's right. You kept trying all the American foods, Ray. You're detoxing now. I have to admit, I would do the same. Try all the fast food and all the snacks. So, I mean, I'm with you, man. Oh, it's another tasty little number. Nice. I like it when they turn out good. Dad wants to be out of the US during the election. Go with him, maybe New Zealand. New Zealand's nice. They've got an absolute fucking weirdo, confrontational, conservative government at the moment. So I don't know where New Zealand's going. Oh, yeah, that's fucking class. I like that. Ooh, what a nice day. Art gallery, brunch, and then people at your house. That does sound like a great time, but I am not at all surprised it's tired you out, honestly. But at least you were doing fun stuff. I was worried it was a hard day at work, but it was a hard day socializing, which is a very tiring thing. So I'm glad you had a really interesting day, and I understand that it tired you out. So You know what I didn't do? I was going to do it on Friday. I got just distracted by so many things. I was going to do the first taste of my barrel aged whiskies, the house blend. Yeah, no, New Zealand's weird. Like that conservative government is just being weirdly confrontational. It's like, oh yeah, you know all those changes that were written into law by the previous government and were broadly supported. Fuck it, we're just throwing it out. And it's like, oh, okay, that's certainly one way to behave. Um, hmm. Ah, so where's this exhibition with the Jim Henson character shop? Creepy, borderline creepy art, original costumes. That sounds great. Yes, I forgot to do the barrel blend. I still haven't tasted it. We should give it a test. You know, every country has a country or a province that they say shag sheep. Dr. Jones, hello and good evening. How are you? Like for us, it's New Zealand. New Zealand say it about us, I think. The English say it about the world. But all through Europe, it's basically, yeah, when they don't like a country, it's just like, yep, they shag sheep. And it's not even that we dislike New Zealand particularly. It's just like a running joke. New Zealanders shag sheep. And I'm going to finish this genuinely tasty Belladonna daiquiri. All right, Gallery of Modern Art in Brisbane on until April. Worth it. Anyone in Bris Vegas? That sounds like a really good exhibition, and you should probably check it out. It's Hobbitland now, yes. Well, yes, but again, that's islands. It's kind of just because of the limited population on islands, you actually do genuinely get inbreeding problems. But Tasmania is a big enough island with a big enough population that it's not real. It's just a silly joke. But yeah. Oh, nice. A Kingston Negroni, rum-based Negroni. Nice. I am enjoying a Belladonna daiquiri, which is a daiquiri that has an even split of rum and amaretto. And it's fucking yummy. Mm. Oh, yeah, the treaty is wild. But honestly, successive governments over time have failed to meet the conditions of the treaty or have breached it. This guy's just being incredibly confrontational. I love that. Sarah asks how's driving on the wrong side of the road. Ray's fucking terrifying. I never attempted to drive in the US. I was just full of imagination of doing it. I just stuck with being a passenger when I was in the US. I drove in England. And I tell you what, driving in London is freaky enough. And some of those really narrow country roads in England, a little bit disconcerting to drive down. But yeah, wrong side of the road, oof, too much scope for error. Oh yeah, that's not that surprising to me, Justin. You being the dual citizen, you've driven there. And yes, then you have to readjust when you get here. You've just got used to what side of the road people are on, and then you're back here, and it's all off-putting again. Yeah. Yep, it be like that. Funny one. Okay, you know what? That was good. 2 8 out of 10s tonight, and very different drinks. So I like that. All right. So, fuck, sorry, knocking the stuff over here. I gotta taste my barrel. I've got 2 barrel blends. One, weirdly enough, is a mix of vodka and whiskey, which I'm not at all sure what that's going to be like. It was just me being weird. The other one is, oh, where's the blend? The unbarreled blend is in here. Good bits. Oh no, that's peach whiskey. Jeez. I should fucking label bottles, man. Right, I think I'll put it up here. In the mysterious cupboard of mystery with the sex hats. Ah, there it is. Which aren't actually sex hats, but I'm never going to live that down, so sex hats. Okay. Okay. So, we get a couple of Glencairn glasses and comparative tasting time. Okay. Oh, what the fuck is that? Did I break the glass? Oh, it's a bit of plastic. Oh, there's a bit of plastic on the edge of the glass, and I thought the glass was broken. Anyway, so this is the house blend that has not been in a barrel. Was it 3 months now? I wonder how much Angel. That feels light. And it's sloshing her like, God, that's feeling like about a 50% angel shit, which is how much of the whiskey evaporated. Let's try this. Filter out any bits of charcoal from the barrel. Okay, there's that one. Don't think there was any charcoal, but I don't actually remember which of these was the whiskey and which is the whiskey and vodka. Tell you what, that first one is a very different color, which would be the barrel at work. All right. I think that was the whiskey one. I do think it was. Okay. Blend. Oh, that smells really good. It's like chocolatey and orangey. This one. Okay, smells reasonably similar. Creamsicle sort of flavor. And this one. No, that smells noticeably different. Almost peaches in that one. Okay, tasting the house blend. That is a nice blend, actually. I want to do some proper blending experiments at some point. Very structured. Not just nothing out. That's pretty good. All right, water to rinse my palate. This one. Way less whiskey flavor. If I was guessing, that's the vodka one. Just vodka. I'll taste this one. What's weird is I don't hate either of them. So the one that's vodka and whiskey, I don't hate. Try again. Whew. It's nice. This one. That's pretty good. mean, I think I know which one's the vodka, but I don't hate it. It's taken on flavors of the cocktails that were in the barrel before. But it has less whiskey flavor, I think. Although maybe I'm fooling myself. I don't know. Ah. Hey, Greg, how are you doing, by the way? No, I have also never had rum and amaretto prior to making the Belladonna daiquiri, and it's good. I quite like it. That's interesting, saying because you didn't get a license until your 30s. Well, if you don't feel like you need it, you don't get it. So, Hannah, some pics in the Discord. Oh, from the exhibition. Nice. Too dark for pics with no flash. That's probably deliberate. Sorry. Oh, I say, Safra asked Rays if you had any demerit points. Rays are like, no, took it to court and adjourned it so the cops couldn't be there and they dropped the fine. Beat the system. All right, where's the Discord? Can't beat the system. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to quickly whip through these in mid-size. It's take too long to open bigger ones, but there's some really cool pictures here. I recommend people look at them in the Discord. And yes, Safa, I did watch the newest episode of Halo. They're throwing way more action in the episodes these days. I'm enjoying it. Discord. Okay. So, I mean, okay, so that looks very little, so you can't really see, but quickly whip through the pickies. Oh, those are great costumes. Is it like from Alice in Wonderland by the looks of it? Oh my God, look at that. That is incredible. Wings, the carriage, lots of framed stuff. Oh, wait, okay, there must be more than one collection here. Glass slipper. Looking very stylish. Yeah, that's the Johnny Depp Alice in Wonderland movie. Queen of Hearts. Yep. Ooh. Unsettling concept art. Ooh, the March hare made out of clocks. Neat. Ah, where the wild things are. Nice. What's this one? Oh, yeah, some recognizable ones there. More wild things art. More elaborate dresses. Oh, that's the Beauty and the Beast rose. Some tree branches. Oh, God, that's unsettling. Oh, someone playing with a beastie. Those are some great pictures. I definitely recommend people go on the Discord and look at them in larger sizes. White dresses from a Julia Roberts film. Yeah, that carriage was wild. It depends. Anytime I've challenged a Mikey Fine, and I challenged it because it was bullshit. It's twice. There's a thing, I don't know if it qualifies as a conspiracy theory, but there's the idea that if you challenged the Mikey system in court, it's so shit and fails so often that the whole thing would fall apart if they challenged it. there'd be a legal precedent that their ticketing system was shit and can't be trusted. And so they don't challenge anything that you challenge. I don't know if that's true. That's just a general one, is it, Justin? Take it to court and then switch dates. And oh god, I've still got the Discord open. I just realized. Okay, we'll close that. So you don't think you've ever paid fares? Well, you can't. Depending where you're going, you kind of have to because of barriers. Dr. Jones, have you ever thought about getting Hamilton 151? Makes the best Negroni style cocktail. Nice. I have a local 151 proof rum, which is very intense. Yeah, if I make Negroni style cocktails, I don't use Campari. I use another aperitivo that's a bit milder. I've got some local ones. If you're talking international ones, I'll do Aperol rather than Campari. Campari is just too bitter for me. Both Dude and Beastie genuinely freaked a little kid out that cried because the man. Oh, I could see that. They some of them look very unsettling. Three exits at Flinders Street. You jump the barrier, one of them gatesways unmanned. It's God. Ray's subverting the system. I have to admit, I'm too old, man. I can't be jumping barriers. But what's my favorite? This happens, guys. Okay, so my home station, lots of suburban stations, you don't have to use your Mikey to get into the station. You can just walk in. The idea is you remember to tap your Mikey, but if you don't, then you go into the city or you go anywhere that's got barriers. And when you tap your card, it won't work because you never tapped on. And I've done it a few times. And I've rocked up to Flinders Street and I tap it and it won't open. And I'm going, what's going on? And the attendant just goes, they tap their thing to open it and they go, just go through. It's good. Oh my God. So your other one is to get a bit personal with someone ahead of you. Put your hand over the barrier so it stays open. I think there's plans underway to do that in Victoria. So he's saying in the exhibition there was a hut you could walk into that had sex dolls upside down from the ceiling. I'm sure they have some excuse where they say, "Oh no, they're not really sex dolls. It just looks like they're sex dolls." I'll tell you what, that house blend whiskey is really nice. I'm surprised what the barrel didn't do them. Well, that's the thing. You tapped on at Station X. Now I don't even do that. Like I literally, and because it's happened, because I just come in and I go, "Why isn't my card working?" And they just go, "Just go through." No, I did not have a hangover. You mean from Friday night? I don't think I even drank that much on Friday night. No, I had 3 chocolate Negronis. Not chocolate Negronis, chocolate Sazeracs. That drink was fucking awesome. I love that. I had 3 of them. Oh god, I should have done one with cognac. Damn. You never paid for transport in Melbourne. Jumped on the back door of trams. Couldn't check it. Well, I mean, God, you're going back to the day when there were conductors. Obviously, with no conductors, you just get on trams without paying now. And yes, the fact that Mikey card expires is really annoying. So Dr. Jones, been looking for an alternative to Campari, has natural colouring while a similar flavour. Yeah, I've looked around a bit because I complain regularly. Campari is just too bitter for me. Even small amounts of it, I just do not like. So I found some local sort of bitter orange amaro or aperitivo, whatever you want to call it. that work as a substitute, but they're like on a par with Aperol. Whereas if you want to wait till the station when the train rolls up, get the gate, suddenly had to run, they can't find you. Well, they can, but you'd probably get away with it. That's a fun one. Did you see VFL at Waverley Park? Hannah, cheap blow-up dolls with no head in black bondage gear. Animation on the screen, same doll with a worm crawling out of its vagina. Nice. Okay. You run because the camera sees you run for the triumph. I just love that you have a whole arsenal of these. Yeah, the trams do not go out that far. They go out a ways, but not that far. Are you at Victoria Park and see us? Oh, neat. So, okay, Strictly Sega. The unbarrel aged is fucking yummy. It's a really nice blend. So, the two that I didn't label, so I'm not sure which is actually the house blend and which is vodka and whiskey. I think I'm right that this is the vodka one because it tastes nice, but it doesn't taste particularly of whiskey. Oh. That's the whiskey. What I'm surprised, the barrel is like mellowed and sweetened the whiskey, which is not what I was expecting. It's nice, not what I was expecting. Still leave it for a while. How to get 3 free things from Woolies and Coles. Oh, you're talking about paint. You're talking about spray cans, yeah? Oh god, I remember they had a whole thing where they wouldn't sell spray cans to anyone who looked under 20 or something. It was funny. They often do things like that in Melbourne with big changes. One of my favorites was they opened these new freeways between Geelong and Melbourne, and they knew because it was this big straight run, people were going to speed. So for the first month that it was open, the speed cameras weren't put on, but they had all these advisories saying, we're going to turn the speed cameras on. Okay. So you need to be aware. Look, there are some speed check things. There will be speed cameras. You will get pinged. Oh, look, they come up on Monday and they just get hundreds of people a day, if not thousands of people a day, because it's a really heavily used road. And they were just like, fuck's sake, we spent a month telling people there are speed cameras and you will get pinged, and they just bring speed. Promise you, it's Woolworths own company play. It's not free. File with your image. Yeah. Yeah. Raisy's talking about his misspent youth 20 years ago. Not a thing he does now. And of course, 20 years ago, the systems were very different and there wasn't efficient tracking. And that's right, they extended the free tram zone for the Taylor Swift concert. Oh, yes, the phone use cameras. Yeah, they gave them a fair bit of things. Well, there's that too, Race. Survival of the fittest. Yeah. And it's a rough old world out there. Sat down and listened to a Tay-Tay song. It's quite good. I mean, she's a good singer. She's a really good performer. Not my particular cup of tea, but you don't rise to that level of stardom without being a good performer. Oh, yeah, no, these days, network security is a real thing. But yeah. That actually is strange stuff because the Women's World Cup was super popular. But I don't know, what do they do? Oh, okay. With the phone cameras, people were getting warnings. Yeah, yeah. It's really weird. You can tell people shit, and they just don't listen because people be like that. Never knew how good she was live. Yeah, she freaking blows people away live. Um, uh, and obviously a huge section, like all of the crowd, really are pre-primed to be really hype about it. But she lives up to it. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. The western suburbs of Melbourne 20 years ago, they didn't even have working cameras. Yeah. Oh yes, several of the Coles have, yeah, like a door thing on it now, which is fucking annoying. But yeah, sorry, I love that. If their security camera worked, it got stolen too. That's how tough things were in Sunshine. Oh yeah, no, yeah, those old Beatles concerts, very good call, where people were just screaming. Um, the Tay Tay fans go way off. Personally, I'm happy for them that they enjoy it so much. Not one of those spoil sports who goes, "Blah, terrible rubbish and corporate pop." And I freely admit, not my thing. I do not ever listen to Taylor Swift, but I'm not going to begrudge people who enjoy it. Fuck's sake. Sorry. You have such great war stories, Hannah, just with the headset and being told things and freaking people out with your knowledge. She's pretty strong. Actually, okay, I feel like she's been around. Yeah, you know what? Dr. Abigail coming after you. Um, I am going to look up because I really know nothing about her. Taylor Swift. I want the discography, albums. Uh, so was her first album? A way to not put them in order. Fucking Google. Okay, discography. 2006. So you're saying she's a fad? She's been around 20 years. And 20 years later, she's bigger. I mean, I get what you're saying, Strictly Sega. She's been around 20 years. 18 years ago, she released a platinum album. And 20 years ago, she's actually bigger than she's ever been. Okay, I'll just go through it. 2006, Taylor Swift, platinum. 2008, Fearless, platinum, diamond, in fact. 2010, Speak Now, platinum. Red, 2012, platinum. 1989, platinum. Reputation, 2017, platinum. Lover, 2019, platinum. Folklore, 2020, platinum. Evermore, 2020, platinum. Midnights, 2022, platinum. I don't think you can call her a fad. I don't think you can call someone who's been releasing platinum albums for 20 years a fad. She was releasing platinum albums 20 years ago. It's fine to not like her and fine to. Her time will pass. Everyone's time passes, well, almost everyone. Her career might last another 20 years. I don't know. But the fact that she's consistently released platinum albums for 18 years and she's bigger now than she's ever been. I just don't think fad is a valid label. I actually raised on that. There was a story this week about some guy who got fired from Big W for getting into a physical altercation with a shoplifter, which I think the shoplifter started. But yeah, you don't want to. Getting involved in physical altercations is a bad idea. Yeah, it's very interesting. Taylor Swift could disappear without a trace in 5 years. Pop culture is really fickle. Um, she has had incredible staying power. Yeah, conceivably, she could still be around in 20 years. She could be Madonna, you know. Um, but yes, trying to predict pop culture, bit of a mug's game, quite honestly. Doubt it's going to work for you. In 2014, yeah, there were only 2 platinum albums all year. Well, in 2016, one of them was Taylor Swift. Oh, sorry. Okay, you're talking about Taylor Swift. Okay, yeah, sorry. I also 2014. I got that wrong in my head. 2006 is when she. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, the streaming services all but destroyed the recording industry, and it's kind of funny the success of Netflix and the bullshit of tech bros convinced idiots in TV that they should destroy their industry the way the music industry was destroyed by streaming. I mean, record companies still make money, but not as much as they used to. And artists who have always been hard done by record companies, artists are just fucked these days. I like that. That's a good claim, Rays. Don't have a platinum album, but you've burned a track list better than any So Fresh ever released. So Fresh. That lasted a long time too. There would be a couple So Fresh releases every year for like, was it a decade, 2 decades? Amazing. Neat. So you just scare people into dumping stuff they were planning to steal. Good job. Do they still release So Fresh? Wow. See, I'm old, man. I don't know what's happening with the young people. I don't know what's happening with okay, now I'm going to look it up. So Fresh. So Fresh. Oh, shit. Hits of Summer 2023. They are still doing it. Okay, Wikipedia. So Fresh. 2006, 2007, 14. They are still doing that shit. Most recent release, December 2023. I had no idea. And they all hit #1 in the charts. Holy shit. Every single one of them from 2000 to 2024 hit #1 in the charts. Good God. Oh, that is wild. I had no idea they were still doing that. No, I like that. Very authentic and enthusiastic customer service makes it pay. Well, that's a breakthrough challenging thing, which I think we could maybe trace back to Elvis. Justin, looks count for more than anything. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Safa, about the tracking, but yeah, Rays, if you're hungry, steal just for some people. Yeah, I'm sort of like, yes, if you see someone in the supermarket stealing baby stuff or food, no, you fucking didn't. It's well, it can be a complex issue. Yes, the boy bands. Oh, do you remember? Okay, I don't know. This might just be an old person thing, but the Cruel Sea, fronted by Tex Perkins, back in the 90s. They did a film clip for one of their songs because they were like an unboy boy band. But I don't know. Someone had the joke. Well, you're all guys. Technically, you're a boy band, and they did a clip for the song "It Won't Last," where it was like a boy band clip. They're all dressed in white suits and they're doing dance moves. Very funny. Oh god, that's one of their best ones. Better get a lawyer, son. Better get a real good one. Better get a lawyer, son. Gonna need a good one to get you out of this one. Basically, the Cruel Sea used to do instrumentals, and then they basically invited Tex Perkins to collaborate with them. And I remember an interview with Tex Perkins where he said, I said to them, "Are you sure? Because like your music's fucking perfect. I feel like I'd fuck it up." Um, Cruel Sea rock. What was the joke, Hannah? I think it was like Coles saying, um, according to in like the first couple of years of self-serve checkouts, they apparently sold 10 times more carrots than they ever had in stock because carrots were the cheapest thing, and people were just putting all their fruit and veg on the scale and going, "That's carrots." I just thought it was funny. Oh yes, Blink 182 did it for all the small things. Yes, so it was uh not a completely unique idea. So, but yes, it was probably hard to resist when you were in a band and the first rise of the boy band thing in the 90s and just go, well, we're a boy band. Let's do a boy band clip. Ugh. Again, Hannah, yeah, the corporate overlords getting record profits while cutting back on staff. It's like, fuck that bullshit. Ah. Whereas we're currently looking for ways to get free people with his graduate deployment program. Except I don't really have any work for them because I'm just so goddamn efficient. All the work gets done. Oh, speaking of which, tomorrow the office. Bleh. I'm going in the office tomorrow. It's been getting out of bed half an hour earlier, getting on the goddamn train, going into the city. That's okay. I kind of like my team, and they'll all be in, so it's not that bad. Apparently, our team is the envy of other teams because we do all show up together and we have fun. Sorry, I just like that, Justin. Getting the guilts. Brown onions. I'm sorry, they're purple onions. I said they were brown onions. I'm sorry. I watched Halo on Saturday, I think. I think. I don't know, the weekend's a blur. I don't really remember. And there's a Korean indie band called Rose. People keep calling K-pop idols. We're not fucking idols. Watch us swear and drink. Tell you to fuck off to prove it. Oh god, the whole idol thing in Japan and Korea is weird as fuck. That's like the 90s boy band stuff on turbo amphetamines. All right, so recommending Korean indie band The Rose. Okay. Safa, okay. Dramatic answer. I didn't have breakfast. I slept in till after 10, actually not far off 11. But it was after 10, bordering, and I was just like, I'm not hungry. I'm just gonna wait for lunch. I had lunch. So radical. Your klepto granny was such a funny story, Hannah. I loved it. Ray's, wait, no way. Oh no, you're not criminal. Yeah, again, fucking poor as shit in the western suburbs of Melbourne, man. It's a whole different world. Actually, so for date night was good. Oh, I haven't given my June review. Good. June Part 2, good. Go see it in a cinema with a sound system that vibrates you, because the sound design in that film is fucking amazing. And there's all this bass stuff that's like throat singing put through a synthesizer. And it's like, and I was in gold class, and that shit just vibrates your body. So it's the movie's actually a physical experience. Out of 10, I think I'm possibly not as wrapped in it as a lot of people. Like 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10. Klepto Granny still comes in. She's cool. She's excited about Easter, and it's all the rabbits she trusts. She's just the best. Just someone's going like, I just wanted to pretend I was going to steal or go through the act of stealing something. But here you go. I'm not really stealing it. It's great. So I'd give June Part 2 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable. It's just like incredibly well shot and structured. Great soundtrack. Oh yes, and they change enough from the book that even if you've read the book, you won't actually be sure of what's going to happen. Like when I say change, it's like, oh no, they ruined nothing. It's no spoilers. It's different enough from the book that you will be surprised by things that happen in it, and so you can't actually be sure what's going to happen. Also, one really good thing in it, there are fight scenes, various physical fight scenes, because it's a thing in June. They've developed these shields which stop fast moving things. So the shields that stop bullets or a fast strike with a blade. So there's a whole particular technique of fighting someone who's wearing a shield that you have to work your blade in slate. So all the soldiers have swords or knives, because most people have shields which will deflect bullets. So there's lots of knife and sword fighting in June. But a lot of the fights in June, they're done with really long shots, because a lot of action films, they cheat in that they don't actually choreograph the fights, and like one thing will happen and then there'll be a cut and there'll be one thing and a cut and one thing, and so they don't have to choreograph the fights that you think. But you get fight scenes in June Part 2 where it's a long shot, like with a really intensely choreographed knife fight. It's really good. Oh god, what was that, Justin? You somewhere where they didn't delete your IT account? Oh no. I love you. You started calling Klepto Granny, calling them her collections. She's like a magpie, collects things, and then she gives them to you. I mean, honestly, she sounds priceless. She sounds fantastic. But yeah, so I went to June 2. Beforehand, we had cocktails and nibbles at a bar called Katuk, which is across from the Jam Factory on Chapel Street. Really nice. I was a bit surprised all their house special cocktails were sours. And I was kind of going to go up and say to the bartenders, like, these are good. I just noticed they're all sours. Do you make, some that, and by sours, that means a drink that's got lemon juice or lime juice in it. It's basically like you'll have your spirit, lemon or lime juice, and sugar, and that's a sour. Theirs were very good. And we had finger food. I had a 3 cheese jaffle, and we had what they call their feed me platter, which is cheese and fruit and some meat stuff. Terrine, I think they call it. It's all pressed into a thing. It's fucking yummy. We really enjoyed it. She has a criminal catchphrase. You'll miss me when I'm dead. She leaves giggling, tickle pinkles. Oh my god, she's so good. She's so good. God, so you think, Justin, they didn't set rules about ex-students could see? Good lord. That's classic bad security architecture. So you had brunch at a place called Bear Boy. One in Brisbane, one on Gold Coast. Eggs Benny on potato. Oh, I fucking love that. I haven't had that for a while, but I've had things like that in a couple of years. I haven't had a proper brunch in ages. God, I have to go out and have a brunch. God damn, maybe next weekend. I'll say to Mrs. Angry, we haven't been out for brunch in forever. I want, eggs Benedict, hash browns, waffles, something. Oh, hot as fuck, apparently, Safa. Sorry, we're in the exciting talk about the weather phase. It's like 16 here now. But I was really surprised looking at the week ahead. I'm just going to put the belladonna daiquiri in the right place on my Trello. But yeah, I was looking at the week ahead. So it's like still 16 here now. Tomorrow's cool, 22 max. Then Tuesday, 32, then 30, then 25, then 30. And they're saying 38 on Saturday? We're mid fucking March at that point. 38 in mid March is what the fuck? I guess it's not mid March, but yeah, 9th? I don't know, second week of March? Fuck me. That is hot for the second week of March. If it happens. End of the month. Well, see, end of the month, it's probably going to be milder, but we tend to get hot days through April even. But you start to get the hints of winter, like some of the evenings. Like this morning was quite cool. Oh, I want to see the ABC weather presenter say that. Oh, weather today, humid as the sweaty balls of an old man with them stuck to his ankles. Yeah, who the fuck knows? Like, summer's coming on really late here in Melbourne. It took until February for us to have genuinely hot days, whereas Queensland, New South Wales, WA, South Australia were having hot as fuck weather, and we were missing most of it until February. Still not as much as other people were copping it, but yeah. Oh, what's the time? 9:30. Fuck it. I am not drinking any more alcohol. I had a lemon lime bitters. Now I'm gonna have a sody water. Getting into my last few bottles of this Cappy soda water. Justin, you're still getting 30s all the time. God damn. Yeah, we have not had. It's super weird. I think we didn't have a single day over 30 in January. The first time that's happened in yonks. So I tend to like all the sugar-free things. Oh my god. Okay, so my energy drink of choice is Monster no sugar variations, and they keep bringing out new flavors, and I'm always trying the new flavors, and I always like them. The Monster Ultra. Again, not sponsored, but they should. But they brought out a new flavor, strawberry something. They've given it a silly name, but it's bright pink, very manly. I like it. Oof. Doing to my last couple of bottles of Cappy Sooty water. I'm gonna have to see if they have any specials on the site, because I bought a shit ton of stuff when they were like selling out of it as the last few things, and I had cases of it, which I bought, I don't know, late last year, and I'm finally getting through them. Down to my last half dozen bottles, I think, after having like 100 bottles. No one blink an eye. Yeah, hot as fuck. The meth heads and Bogans have their bikinis on in Woolies. Oh, that's disconcerting. Scantily clad meth heads is unsettling. Ooh. So we're all just shocking the rest of the world with our vernacular. Like, what's the word like? It's hot as balls. Hot as balls. Is that hot? Wondering how much we can like mess with someone. But stinky, sweaty, humid. These are things that we have to deal with. Oh, what are we looking forward to in the week ahead, honestly? Okay, do you know what I was disappointed by? Uh, like, I don't know, last year, Amazon, like Prime Video, had this 90s sci-fi channel adaptation of Dune Messiah and Children of Dune. It's like they've gone like, well, we don't have to redo Dune because there's the Dune movie, the really cheesy David Lynch Dune movie. So they went, we won't do Dune, but we'll do the sequels, Dune Messiah and Children of Dune. And I started watching it, and it's basically as good as 90s sci-fi TV got. So it's like as good as the Star Treks and Babylon 5 and stuff like that. I was actually surprised at how good the effects were. And I only watched the first part. And I was saying to Mrs. Angry, oh, we watched Dune Part 2. It's got to be like 5 years. They're obviously going to make a Dune Messiah movie. It's got to be 5 years till that comes out. So we could watch this 90s version. And I said, yeah, it's a good idea. And I went to look it up, and it's not fucking there anymore. So annoying. You want a new season, new segment called "Is It Bindi Season?" Don't go out without thongs. Ugh, bindies. I hate bindies. Saw a post caption: "The good old Aussie tradition of lying." Someone asked what games we're usually playing at the MCG. Someone responds with badminton and dice usually, but also backgammon. Number of Aussies jumping in to confirm was brilliant. Nice. Safa, what is Australia? Okay, I don't want to be too harsh on you there, but again, when people say Australia, people aren't an amorphous blob. Have Liberal Party voters become more cunts? Yes, they fucking have. They've tried to adopt Trumpism, which fucking sucks balls. It's blowing up in their face at the moment, which is good. Yeah, I don't know. People are selfish. Some are, some aren't. I just always find the questions, is Australia, but like, what do you mean by Australia? It's not like one thing. And it sounds like I'm ripping on you, Safa, but I'm not. I'll post Howard. Howard entrenched racism. That's the thing I'm most angry about. I mean, fuck him for his fuckery with industrial relations as well, trying to destroy the working conditions of ordinary Australians and just giving free money to mining companies and the already super wealthy while fucking over ordinary people. They were literally trying to set industrial relations back 100 years. But I'm most angry at him for entrenching racism in the mainstream of Australian politics. You get entitled? Yeah, and I think it depends on your perspective and who you're looking at as well. Well, that's Howard. That's what I'm saying. That's where Howard entrenched racism as the centerpiece of Australian politics. Labor are too cowardly to speak out against it. In fact, Labor actively go, we definitely are as fucked to asylum seekers as the Liberal Party. Or people think they're smarter than they are. You can't do that. I'm like, yeah. Well, look at the internet and the arguments of absolute idiots, the do your own research people. And it's just like, when I don't know if it's more widespread, but you see it more often. people saying something that's so brain-bendingly stupid and expecting you to expend effort and engaging with them. And it's just like, no, what you're saying is just so fucking stupid. I'm going to put absolutely no effort into responding to you because fuck you, that's just fucking stupid. You know, from flat earthers to Trump lovers to climate change deniers to COVID deniers to just all this fucking bullshit. Safa, racism's always been big in Australia. It's not good. But Howard mainstreamed it with the rhetoric against asylum seekers, and it's become the centerpiece of Australian politics ever since. Like 1970s Liberal Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser, who was arch conservative in pretty much everything, like industrial relations and economic policy. I'm like, fuck that guy. But he said, largely like because of Australia's involvement in the Vietnam War, Australia had a duty to house refugees from places where our foreign policy had fucking created the refugees. Modern day Liberal Party people hate Malcolm Fraser because he was so pro support refugees. So Justin, a friend went to Europe, told by his work transitioning through Hong Kong, not charge his phone due to security. That sounds paranoid, but who knows? The Cronulla riots were pretty horrific. But don't you? Oh, it's like you're counting the Aussie spirit out. You think it's a peak? We can do better than that. Oh, you might feel a bit guilty. The fucking Liberal Party doesn't. Oh, that's the thing. No store has to price match. Yes, that's true. It's not legally binding. That's a whole thing. So I don't know if guilty is the right word, but he saw a responsibility to take in Vietnamese refugees because of the stance we took in the Vietnam War. Oh, yes, that's what I mean about the racism. First Nation people have been on the receiving end of that for like 250 years. Actually, that's an interesting one, Sapa. Like, yeah, Labor won the Frankston by-election, but the by-election in Morrison's electorate actually should be interesting. Oh, okay, I know I'm fucking old, Safa. Conscription stopped in the Vietnam War in Australia before I was 10. So I know I'm fucking old, but I'm not that old. Actually, I'll double check when it stopped. We're on the internet. Australia conscription Vietnam. Okay. Conscription and the birthday ballot. Vietnam War. Okay. 64, compulsory service for 20-year-old males was introduced. So Malcolm Fraser was Minister for the Army in 1966. Citizens who wished to avoid national service could join citizen military forces, only serve inside Australia. Claim a student deferment or attempt conscientious objection. To be exempted on the basis of conscientious objection, an applicant need to demonstrate his moral objection to all wars in court and be legalized as a pacifist. That means the success rate for conscientious objection was relatively low. Hmm. When did end? Maybe Australian concentration. Yes. Australia's last combat troops came home in 1972, and the conscription ended in 1972. So I was a fucking baby, by the way. What? Okay, here's just an interesting trivia with ages in my family. Like, I think even my oldest brothers were too young to face conscription. But like World War II, my dad was too young to go to World War II, and his dad and like my mum's dad were too old. So didn't have any World War II veterans in my family. So it's just, the randomness of the age of people. Oh, okay. Justin, that was an interesting thing. I saw there was discussion in US politics because Chinese electric cars are starting to outsell Teslas because Teslas are shit. And someone was raising, should they be legal? Because could there be a backdoor hack that the Chinese Communist Party has that could cause chaos on US roads? That's not outlandish. It kind of sounds paranoid and conspiracy minded and even racist, but that is actually not outlandish. That they could have made sure that there's a backdoor into these cars they're selling around the world, that they could be remotely controlled. It's actually possible, and it would be very difficult to disprove. So what's that, Suffer? Meta's ending Australian news service. Zuckerberg fucking sucks. Musk is a piece of shit, but Zuckerberg has actively profited from genocide. So he's a piece of shit. He's fucking garbage. And I don't know what ending Australian news service means. But I'm on the internet. I could look at Meta ends. Australian news. Meta on collision course with Australian government. Oh, okay, here it is on the ABC. You're not going to get Australian news on Facebook. Facebook was paying Australian news for their content. Cost them about $70 million, which is not even a rounding error on the interest on their money. It no longer plans to. Informed Australian publishers on Friday won't be renewing the deals. Going to shut down Facebook's News tab feature in Australia and the United States. Widespread backlash from government, country's biggest news outlets. Oh, yeah. No, Meta is just a fucking vile shithole of a company. Zuckerberg is an absolute piece of shit. So anyway, so when you create shit modern folks can't live with, you can be a shitbag, get away with it. Logan Paul and the fucking phone drink shoots me. South Park, I think, did either a series of episodes or a movie-length episode making fun of Logan Paul and that. I haven't watched South Park in years, but I know this thing exists. But here's the thing. Okay. One of my favorite writers and analysts of modern technology, Cory Doctorow, deconstructs the Facebook lie brilliantly. Like, Facebook only existed because they lie consistently. They made people think they would treat them well, and then they fucked people over. And they lobbied to have laws changed to protect a monopoly they'd built up. But if those laws had existed when Facebook started, Facebook couldn't have come into being. It's like, shock horror, these tech companies are evil and duplicitous. And Facebook is among the worst. Like, they seriously fucking suck. Straight up evil shit they do. But yeah, they may have pushed things too far. The empire might fall apart in the next 5 years. The world would be better off if they did, if they just fucking fell apart. But, it feels like we get the rise of things that are even worse. Like, TikTok actually seems genuinely heinous. Like, Facebook Meta may have turned to shit, but it kind of feels like TikTok was deliberately shit from the start. This is just the grumpy old man in me talking. And when I say the grumpy old man in me, that's like all of me. I'm just a grumpy old man. Oh, yeah. Also, yes, fuck Murdoch. Absolutely. But yes, if you want some interesting deconstruction of the fucked behavior of big tech companies, look up Cory Doctorow's stuff on enshittification. It's a term he coined last year that has become very popular. And it's basically how services that start off seeming good go through several distinct phases of getting worse and worse till they're completely shit. And that's why he calls it enshittification, which is a lovely turn of phrase. I really like it. Oh, it's a fun thing. Oh, and also on the Discord, Aussie Gun Bunny put a link to a new Humble bundle. It's all Cory Doctorow's books in ebook form. Absolutely worth getting. He's a great writer, really entertaining stories. Entertaining is the most important thing, but they're also thought-provoking because they're sort of speculative fiction that is really, while it's like the future, is actually talking about our world today. You thought I was bringing up Corey Worthington. He was in the news again recently because of some fucking court case. Although I swear to God, Corey Worthington outdid the fucking idiot on A Current Affair who had him on a live thing and trying to humiliate him. And the whole thing was discussing, like, first, the idea of someone hosting a TV show that broadcasts across Australia trying to humiliate and demean a teenager is fucking appalling, inexcusable, just absolute shit behavior. But it became funny when they failed, when Corey Worthington outdid them. And I think he's a fucking idiot, right? But he's not as much of a fucking idiot as the people who front A Current Affair. It's just like, those people fucking suck so hard. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Some people who are terminally online might remember the viral videos about Corey Worthington. Who knows? Oh God, I just have. Do you know the Chick Chick Boom girl? It never was broadcast on the news, but it was available online. There was a shooting at I don't know, a bottle or a convenience store in King's Cross. This is like 15 years ago. And there's like a news stringer there trying to say, "Oh, did you see what happened?" And this one young woman came on saying, "I saw it all." And she completely made up this story where she had these guys talking in these really stereotype woggy voices. And there's one fella, he pulls out the guns and he just goes, "Chick, chick, boom." And that became a meme for a while. Chick, chick, boom. Again, that was the hilarious bit, Hannah. An adult who should never have been trying to humiliate a kid on TV. That's despicable. That's absolutely vile behavior. But then to elevate yourself to a complete loser by failing to humiliate a kid who doesn't give a shit. Oh my God. That was just chef's kiss. So as stupid as I think Corey Worthington was, like, fucking tip of the hat to you, sir. For just making them look like a fuckwit. Oh, I'm just going to do a little thing here before going to bed. Transfer some oatmeal. Yeah. For Mrs. Angry's hot chocolate. And just, I'm going to put the orange peel in there. And a little bit of my rum liqueur. Swirl that up a bit. I feel like I haven't had this one for a little while. Splash a little bit of that in, which is mostly sugar. Okay. Why does that not surprise you, Rays? You were there when he got slapped up. You were at the party as well. Oh, yes, for those who don't know, I had a party with 500 strangers. Yeah. Wasn't he saying it was a short-term career. He did make a bit of bank from it. I haven't watched Media Watch for ages, but they have certainly on occasion done very good deconstructions of, well, this is some bullshit a media outlet did. Like we were mentioning the Cronulla riots, when they just went for Alan Jones, as should be. Alan Jones is despicable fucking scum who was personally responsible for that happening. And he ran like a fucking coward when it all blew up. Okay, see, you know some trivia I don't, Hannah. He had a babysitter on Big Brother. I didn't know that. Oh no, it wasn't his fault at all. He just invited a few people, but then the invites just got sent to everyone. It was out of his control, but yeah. But yes, it will forever stick in my memory. A current affair trying to humiliate him and failing. Did I know cheese Pringles? Dude, there's not just one sort of cheese Pringles. There's cheesy Pringles. There's pizza Pringles, one of my favorites. I have some weird exotic Pringles flavor out there that I haven't tried. I might bring them in on a stream later in the week. Saw a version of Romeo and Juliet set in the Cronulla riots. Was funny as hell. Good Lord. Avenging Terrier. Hello. Pets with thumbs. No, it's Pets with Thumbs days. It's ridiculous. Oh gosh. Morning, Avenging Terrier. I'm about to go to bed. Got to get up a little bit early in the morning, go into the goddamn office like a goddamn caveman. Like I don't have the technology to work from home. Oh man, that's fucking yum. I'm a goddamn genius. Did I ever say that? It is fucking yum. Okay, Hannah, I don't remember that. And that is particularly funny. He was under 18 when he was on Big Brother. He had a literal grandma to be his chaperone. That's fantastic. So if I don't know what I'm watching tomorrow, so I'll have something exciting to report later in the week. Yeah, early morning. Yeah, okay. 10 o'clock here. I'm going to go to bed. Yes, Mrs. Angry liked June too. It's very good. We both enjoyed it. So yes, it does get my recommendation, but I particularly recommend going to see it in a cinema that has a full-on sound system that will make your body vibrate, because that's part of the experience as far as I'm concerned. It's friggin' awesome. But anyway, yes, it's very well done, and I'm going to get myself off to bed now. Well, I was just in gold class, Sapa, so it's not many seats. But yes, it was full. Sorry. Now I'd never wished I'd watched Big Brother, but Corey being monstered by a grandma, that's pretty good. So I'm going to see you fine folks another time. And take care, y'all. Probably Tuesday, unless I'm doing like dinner with the offspring. But I don't know, watch the Discord.